Welcome to this introduction video for the 8B programming topic, and welcome to the course. And I hope you're really going to enjoy this course and come away with it thinking that programming is for you and really an option to think about when you're choosing your GCSEs, because computing it's fun. A lot of boys and girls really enjoy it. And people say it's the best course, in my year 9 classes, and really enjoying it. So I hope by doing this process is something completely new that school hasn't done in terms of the way we're delivering this. Okay, that you'll enjoy it. But let's talk a little bit about these things. So we'll talk about how the VLE works. Okay, first of all, so the VLE is this thing here. So it's you log on, you go to VLE, you go to computing and business, you go to courses, and then Key Stage 3 and Year 8 computing. Now we're going to look down. We've done the cryptography one, so that was all about Bletchley Park, and this one is what we're talking about here. And there's some items in here that I want to talk about. So we've got our training videos here as well, which you'll become familiar with in future tasks, and some quizzes will appear here, and there's something called a programming diary, which we'll talk about in a moment. Okay, so the VLE really is your links to what you are doing, okay, in terms of the course. Okay, so that's really important to always think about where that is going to come into your learning. The second part I want to talk about is the workbook. Okay, and the workbook is we're talking about this thing here. Okay, so you'll be familiar with this type of sort of presentation, okay, and how it works. You put your name on it, and there are various things here, but you can see here what you're learning. Okay, so this is basically a bond project. I don't remember if you remember the MI6 project we did in year 7, where you had a database and you had to hunt for people. Remember, there was that note that had ketchup on it. This is following on from that. Okay, but Q, this guy here, needs you to write a program, okay, which you're going to do to help agents access their next missions. Okay, and you'll get familiar with what's going on through lessons. Also in here, challenge 1B, in your VLE page on the bottom left, there is a part that says course administration and grades. So if you've been graded for homework and other things and quizzes, you can see all that good stuff there. You also be getting familiar with the sort of Star Wars characters, and also levels 1 to 6, which you're working to, and you should by now, or hopefully very soon, get your level so you know what you're aiming for. Okay, so that when you see these icons in your work, like here, you know that if you're a level 4, okay, you should be looking for this part here and really trying this out. Okay, and thinking about rather than just typing various things or adding screenshots of evidence, how can I improve my work? How can I get better at this particular task? So these characters these icons relate to different things. So here they are. So 1E explains. So if you look here, I have a basic understanding of programming. I know some simple Python coding methods. And if you go over to 6, I carry advanced program techniques and succeed. So this is 6 would be your sort of your grade C sort of standard at GCSE, and some of you will be that already and will develop that, and the speed and you'll get it. Okay, most of you will be around the 4s and the 5s. Okay, so that's a little bit about the workbook and how that works. Next bit, we talked about that. Programming diary, you'll find out a bit more about that, but basically it's an additional PowerPoint, okay, so you've got to be on the toes what to use to help you keep a track of your code, because when you're programming and learning new things, you learn stuff and then you close and save it, or and you forget about it. But the programming diary is meant to be sort of like a record of your programming and your code that you've used to remind you for later. So if you're thinking back, oh, what code did I use to do that? I did it 2 lessons ago. Back to your programming diary. Yes, there it is. It's there. Here's the code here, and this is what I used to solve that little bit of code requirement. Okay, so you'll be using your programming diary throughout that just to keep a track of what you have done. Also, the next one is your lesson diary. And don't forget, always remind your teacher as well that at the end of the lesson you should be reflecting up here, okay, what you've actually done this lesson, what you've learned, what you've enjoyed, and so on. That's really important to reflect on that as well. So that is the course, and I really do hope that you enjoy it, and we've got lots of videos to help you with your programming. Good luck, push yourselves to your target and above that, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.